Denmark, a relatively small European power compared to Spain, France, or Britain, nonetheless played a role in the colonization of the Americas. Though its ambitions in the New World were limited, Denmark established a lasting presence in the Caribbean that persisted for centuries. Early Danish colonial efforts. During the 17th century, European nations raced to establish colonies in the Americas, driven by economic gain, resource extraction, and strategic control. Denmark, under the rule of King Christian IV, sought to expand its influence beyond Europe. However, unlike the major colonial powers, Denmark's ventures in the Americas were limited to a few key territories, mainly in the Caribbean. The Danish West Indies. Denmark's most significant colonial endeavor in the Americas was the establishment of the Danish West Indies, which included the islands of St. Thomas (1671), St. John (1718), and St. Croix (1733). These islands were key to Denmark's participation in the transatlantic trade, particularly the lucrative sugar industry. Enslaved Africans were forcibly brought to the islands to work on sugar plantations, generating wealth for Danish merchants and the crown. The Danish West India and Guinea Company managed the islands initially, but by the early 19th century, the Danish crown took direct control. While Denmark was not a major colonial power, its Caribbean holdings were profitable, and Danish merchants played a role in the Atlantic slave trade. The end of Danish rule in the Americas. By the 19th century, changing global economic conditions and the decline of the transatlantic slave trade weakened Denmark's hold on its Caribbean colonies. In 1848, slavery was abolished in the Danish West Indies following a slave rebellion. However, economic difficulties persisted, and Denmark eventually sold the islands to the United States in 1917 for $25 million. Today, these former colonies are known as the U.S. Virgin Islands. Legacy of Danish colonization. Though Denmark's colonial footprint in the Americas was small, it left a lasting impact. Danish architecture, cultural influences, and historical sites can still be found in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The island's history also serves as a reminder of Denmark's involvement in the transatlantic slave trade, a subject that has gained renewed attention in historical discourse. While Denmark never became a dominant colonial power in the Americas, its Caribbean holdings played a significant role in its global trade network and left behind a cultural and historical legacy that endures to this day.